10 things I wish every woman must know before going into marriage. My dear, as your big sister, I came with another power pack video. So I want you to watch from beginning to the end because what you will learn here, what I put down here, is not what people easily teach. But before we continue, I want to ask you, have you subscribed? Like this video, put in the comments your takeaway and share to friends. Let's form a community of a happy home. Number one, it's better to stay single and be happy than to marry a prayer point. Why did I say a prayer point? There are some men, you see their red flags, you see the flaws all over. You pretend that you don't see it or you will manage it. The moment you step your feet into that marriage, you start praying for that man instead of that man to become a prayer partner with you. The man become a prayer point because day by day there is issues that you need to table before God. Why don't you marry a prayer partner instead of marrying a prayer point? Number two, the way you treat your spouse, your husband, is the way your people will treat him. Yes, if you introduce your spouse as nothing, as garbage, I bet you, I guarantee you that your siblings, your parents will take him as garbage, as nothing. But if you treat him like a king he is, my dear, people will treat him like a prince. So never you ever treat your spouse, your husband, in a way that people will treat him like a garbage. And that leads us to another point. Never you ever plan to depend on your husband for source of income. Yes, that you are not making enough is different from you are totally depending on this man for source of income. The moment you depend on a man for source of income, my dear, you will lose your respect. Yes, they might be the one that say, oh, don't work, sit at home, do this, I'll be giving you all that you needed. But may I tell you, there are times in ladies' life that we need money to buy small things that we don't need to ask from another person. Never you ever depend on him for your source of income. Another thing I want my ladies to know is never you ever plan to be a housewife. Often and often, I have heard so many women, so many young ladies that usually say, "Oh, when I marry, I just want to stay at home, enjoying my husband money. Oh, doing that, just watching Netflix, doing all these things." My dear, if you want to know more about housewife, watch this video and you will be amazed with what you will learn from being a housewife. Another thing I want you to know, my beautiful ladies, is love is important, but it takes only wisdom to sustain your marriage. Yes, in as much as you look so elegant, so beautiful, in as much as both of you love each other, it takes wisdom to sustain your marriage. Because marriage will test your wisdom. When I mean marriage will test your wisdom, marriage will test your wisdom in so many areas, financially, relational, emotional. Like there are so many things you will see in marriage that will test your wisdom. That's why it's very important as a woman every day ask God for wisdom. Another thing I want my ladies to know is don't wait for a man to make you happy. Your partner is not responsible to make you happy. I've seen so many times, I've heard so many times people say, oh, when I marry, I will be happy. When I marry, my husband will make me happy. I am not doubting it. Of course, marriage is good, marriage is sweet. But may I tell you that it is not his duty to make you happy. That's why it's very important that you are a happy person. Because if you are not a happy person, may I promise you, may I tell you that you may marry someone who you think that he will make you happy and he escalates your situation. Instead of him to make you happy, he make you depressed. Make sure that you make yourself happy. Make sure that you are a happy person. Don't wait for a man to make you happy. Before I continue, I have come again to ask you, have you subscribed? Please support your big sister. Support your big sister. Like, comment, subscribe. God bless you for doing that. Another thing I want my women to know is the moment you say I do, your money become our money and his money become our money. Why am I saying this? Often and often I do hear ladies say, oh, my money is my money, his money is our money. My dear, nothing wrong about it, but in marriage, nothing is like that. Your money is our money, his money. His money is your money. So never you ever buy that idea if you want to enter into marriage, because you will be disappointed if you have this idea in your mind, and whenever you get your salary and he will tell you, oh, bring it to the table and let's discuss how to use it. So make sure that the money you will make when you marry is for your family, not for you alone. Another thing I want to share with you, my beautiful lady, is have your life before you think about having a life partner. Yes, what did I mean by this? I have seen so many times many ladies moot their life, many ladies pause their life, they put themselves in stagnation because they are waiting for that man to come before they can start doing something. My dear, you have to marry yourself first. You have to have your own life first before thinking about life partner. If you mooted yourself, if you paused your life because you are waiting for life partner, my question is, when are you thinking the life partner is coming? So never you ever moot yourself, pause your life, pause your career because you are waiting for a life partner. Another point is you must choose your battle wisely, my dear. You have to be careful with the battles, with the fight you are involving yourself when you marry. There are some battles in marriage that you need to ignore. There are some certain things, whenever you see it, you pretend, you close your eyes as if you don't see it. The truth is, if you fight every battles in marriage, my dear, you will lose. Let me give you one example. Imagine you came into this man's life as his wife, and you notice that this man often send money to his parents, to his siblings, or to support his relatives, and you became angry, fighting about it. My dear, may I tell you that you will lose. That's why it's very important to choose your battle wisely. The last but not the least is be ready to separate from your family. Yes. What did I mean by that? There are some people they have married, but emotionally, financially, and otherwise they have not yet separated from their family. When I mean separating from your family, I don't mean that you should not talk to your family, you should not go and visit your family, but what I mean is bringing your family culture into your new home. Or if anything happen, you just pick your phone and call your mother and call your father and call your sister, or perhaps maybe you don't have money or your husband don't have money, you call your parents, oh, we don't have money in this house and we need some money to eat food. My dear, be ready to separate from your family. In as much as you love them as your family, in as much as they are your people, as long as you say I do, it's not everything that happened in your marriage that you need to tell them. Thank you so much, my YouTube friends. I hope you learned a lot from this. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe, like this video, support your big sister, and I will see you in another episode. Shalom.